when you watch this, the fact that for now a few seasons we've been talking about how he doesn't get to play and there's some sort of an issue there between perhaps he and Steve Kerr. Like, what do you make of that?
Well, clearly there's an issue between him and Steve Kerr.
Rough.
I mean, because from a playing standpoint, it's kind of universally accepted that he can play. Now, here's what we don't know, right? We don't know if he can play because Steve Kerr hasn't really played him in years. And, you know, very rarely does a player sit on a team's bench for years and don't get a chance to play, even when there's a coach-player, you know, conflict, right? They're either moving that player on or something happens. But in this Kuminga situation, this has been the most serious situation that I've seen in a very long time, if ever, where we have a player that the NBA, you know, generally agrees is an above average player, but he doesn't play, you know, for
no reason.
I don't mean
think about it.
You're right.
But we talk about for years, right? And then they give him, you know, money on top of it.
2 years, $49 million to not play.
Yeah, so it's a very strange situation, and I give Kuminga a lot of credit for not blowing up, and he must have some good vets around him and some good people in his family, because I know if it was me or any other NBA player, by now we Latrell Sprewell, we choking the coach.
Yeah, that's what.
I mean, they're saying something.
Fascinating to me is, you know he can play.
Something getting ready to happen.
You know he can play. The whole league knows he played. When he played in those stretches last year and gave him the opportunity, he played exceptional.
Sure.
They pay him.
That's the part.
$20 million. I mean, 2 years, $49 million more.
Like you're just trapping him in the basement.
And now they're just devaluing him by not playing. I understand he's maybe not a fit for Kerr's offense or that system, and he forgets plays or whatever the reason is for the beef. But like, it doesn't make sense that they're not winning without him, yet they're not playing their only real trade asset. I need to know, how do we not know more about this? Like, what is going on? What happened? It's weird.
And they're protecting.
We got insiders everywhere.
I think it's a situation where it's more so protecting the coach, protecting that brand, because obviously they're not protecting Kuminga. Like, I think it's pretty obvious. We sit here and we listen to these reports where they're saying he's not a good fit, he doesn't, play well within the system. But this is a team that's in a losing situation. So the players that are playing, you're telling me they're a better fit and you're still losing games?
It's because what he's saying, those guys are energy guys. Those guys fit the mold.
But you're losing.
Kuminga needs the ball, he needs plays, he needs actions, and it doesn't fit what they're doing right now currently.
What, losing?
Yeah, that's what I'm with.
That's it would make total sense if the lineups he were going out there with were actually winning games.
Yeah.
Then you could put Kuminga to the side and be like, yeah, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We're
better without you.
And that would totally make sense. You're losing games and also sacrificing your biggest trade asset. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense.
Frustrating to watch.
And Boogie, I think that, and this has been going on for years, right?
Absolutely.
And that's why I think we have to give Kuminga a lot of credit, because they've been in a situation where he's not playing, but yet the team hasn't fully excelled, right? And he's not a part of it. So I mean, that's gotta mess with your mind. And
Absolutely.
And for him to come out, if he comes out of this situation, and Chandler, you and Boogie know, I mean, you're only as good as your confidence is, right? If you're confident as a player, then that takes you to another level. And I don't know where his confidence level is at. It's got to be a lot lower than it was before.
Yeah.
Because you getting DMPs on a team that's below 500 some nights.
I have one really quick question sort of about this, because I'm the team aspect of it all, right? Like, so you're a Golden State Warrior. You're somebody on this team. You're obviously very aware of this awkwardness that is the Jonathan Kuminga situation. But you're also aware that there's a spot there that could have been filled or could be filled with someone else. Aren't you? I know you kind of got to keep it in-house and you don't want to air your dirty laundry, but like, Aren't you angry? Aren't you kind of resentful?
Yeah, but not
about
at
this?
him. And like
not at him. At the organization. Like, what are we doing?
I'm Steph.
Like,
I'm angry.
But like Isaiah,
Right?
Said though, he's been so classy about it and not made it a distraction. Most guys would. Most guys would be throwing a fit. Most guys would be causing a distraction.
Social media, at least.
He has not. He has been, a true professional during this whole process.
But if you're Steph, aren't you just like, why are we doing this?
More so if I'm Mike Dunleavy and I'm the GM and I pay this guy $25 million, like I'd like to see him play at least to raise his value and to move on.
I think Beatles hitting on the right question. With the leadership in the team, we know is Draymond, Draymond, Steph, and Jimmy, right? And this is Chandler, and you know this, and Boogie, you know this, every team we've been on, grade school, high school, college, NBA, if a guy can hoop, we saying to the coach, hey, man, you got to put this guy in.
Play him, yeah.
I don't know. We all on the bench, and we saying, hey, put such and such in the game. The fact that those guys aren't saying that, that's when you wonder, okay, well, maybe the guy can't play. Maybe we've been led to believe that he can play, but if your teammates aren't saying, "Hey man, he got it, coach, what you doing?" I know myself. There's a lot of times I came to bench. I was like, "Hey man, you got to put Rodman in right now. Hey, Chuck, you got to put Sally in. We need some help out here." And I'm sure you two have done the same thing. So, Beatles hit on the right thing, on the right question here.
I want to piggyback off of that.
Okay.
Like Steph hasn't gone to his office one time, but
have they? I don't know.
He's probably playing this
My
guy.
thing is, one, maybe that has happened.
We don't know.
Between me and you, OG, it's been situations to where franchise players.
There's a whole lot of people listening right now.
I know. But
Again, I'm right here, Boogie.
But you understand where I'm coming from as far as when there's certain franchise guys that want, certain guys on their team or in the lineup, and they're vocal about it. We've had this situation between us before as far as a certain situation you were with before, and those wishes don't get granted. How do we just overlook that? Why is it, those things aren't taken into consideration?
Well, I think when the best player, and I can only speak for myself, right? When you have power, right? You have to use your power to help your teammates. You have to use your power to help the team get better. And this is the question that I think Beetle and all of us are asking right now: is okay, do the players think that he can help them win? Because right now the coach is saying, this guy can't help us, right? Now, the players are probably all aligned with it, and if they're not aligned with it, then they need to be vocal in support of their players. And, I'm a past president of the Players Association, so I'm always for the players, right? I'm always sticking up for the player. And if the player is right and the coach is wrong, I'm calling it out. I'm not one to sit there and just be silent. And Chandler, when you say, we giving Kuminga credit for being classy and professional, has being classy and professional hurt his basketball career?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe he should have raised a little hell.
Sometimes not speaking up can do that.
Sometimes you don't know.
If he's not moved at the deadline, I think you see some hell.
I want some fireworks.
Yeah.
I hope. Isaiah, don't go anywhere. We are going to take a very quick break. We'll be back on the side with more from the great Isaiah Thomas.